Hey, welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. As always, thank you for joining me. If you could, hit that subscribe button down below and let's get right to it. Now, there's been a lot of talk about Butch Hartman lately. I've done 2 videos, and this right here looks to be like it is the finishing part of the series on Butch Hartman. I've been saying for 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks now, that Butch Hartman is not the bad guy that a lot of you are out there claiming to be. And the many of you out there saying that you don't like, it's not the fact that he's Christian, that you have a problem with him, but you have a problem with his ego, or that you have a problem with his manipulation. And I've got to say, this recent letter that he put out to his fans, he put out on Twitter, and I'm going to read it to you here in just a minute, points to the fact of what I've been trying to say for the last few weeks anyway. That the Oaxis Entertainment thing is not a faith-based program. It is not intended to be faith-based. He has made that clear multiple times, even in that long speech he gave back in February. That many of you seem to think is just the end-all to end-all to prove that he's some, Christian guy who's going to force Christianity down your throat. But this kind of tells me that I think I'm on the right path here, and that many of you misrepresented everything that he said in that video. Now, this doesn't address some of the other issues that y'all have brought up. But I do want to say one thing. There's a video out there about Butch Hartman where people say that he made some joke about a guy committing suicide. Now, I watched part of the video. I watched maybe a minute into the video, but it was so highly edited that I had to turn it off. I don't believe in highly edited videos. I don't believe that gets anything done. So if you have this in its entirety, please link it to me down below. If you have it in its entirety and it's not highly edited, I would like to see it. Because if he did make a joke about suicide, then I don't really think it wasn't proper to do. But at the same time, jokes are jokes. If that's what happened, I would like to actually see it firsthand and actually see the video without the editing. Because what I've seen from what I saw in that video, the first minute or so that I watched of it, it is highly edited to make it look as if he said something he didn't really say. And as somebody that's done a lot of videos over politics, I know exactly how this works. I've been dealing with politics and stuff like that my entire life, and pretty much since I was 18 years old or so, dealing with politics, and I've watched people do it for years, where they highly edit something just to make a politician or somebody look stupid, or like they said something they didn't say. And I'm sorry, that's what that video looks like. So if you have the full video in its entirety, or can tell me exactly where to find the video in its entirety where he made this supposed joke, I would gladly watch it, and then I'll make another video on it. But do not link me to the already mentioned highly edited video. I want no edits. I want it to be pure 100% the video without any editing. And since I only follow Butch Hartman on his main YouTube channel, I don't really know anything about his other facets that he uses, other things he uses, and other podcasts and stuff he does. So I don't know where to find the video itself. So at least give me a name or link me to the video directly, and I might make a video on it. Now, that being said, right now I believe this may be the last video that you see from me on Butch Hartman, because I don't believe anyone's going to link me that information, because if they do, it'll prove that the highly edited video is a fraud. But anyhow, let me get right down to it here. There's been a lot of people complaining about this Oaxis Entertainment, saying it's just a ploy to manipulate people into spending money for Christians and this and that it's about manipulation, and that he's going to indoctrinate people and all this mess. And I've been telling you for 3 weeks that is a lie. I've been telling you that is wrong, because that is not what he has said. He's made it very clear, even in that video, He made it clear that he wants it for secular viewing audiences, not just Christian audiences. He wants to put out good content for children and families that they can watch again and again. That's what he has made clear. That's what he made clear back in February. That's what he's made clear in every video since. So let me read this apology letter. I don't think he should have apologized. Believe it or not, I don't believe he should have to apologize for people lying about you. But that's the world we live in. But let me get to it. Hey, Heart fans. I'm humbled by the kindness and love that Heart fans and friends have shown in recent days. There are simply no words to express my thanks and gratitude. I am sorry for any confusion that you may have felt in the last week. Thank you for your patience. All I ever wanted to do is entertain people with programming the entire family can enjoy, in keeping with that theme. That is what my most recent project is about. There have been others who think they have revealed another agenda, and honestly, I value and respect my fans and friends far too much to ever consider misleading you. I would never take the privilege of your trust lightly. Oaxis Entertainment is not faith-based. However, faith is part of me. I am the same guy I've been for the last 20 years. I'm not perfect and certainly don't claim to be. I'm excited for what's ahead moving forward with this project. Hopefully it is something you'll really enjoy too. We can discuss all of this, the Twitterverse, YouTube, and more in the coming days. You are the best, and I'm genuinely thankful for each and every one of you. Butch. Now, that doesn't sound like a guy that hates his fans. Many of you are painting him as a man that hates his fans, that wants his fans to commit suicide, and that he just doesn't care about his fans. That's not what that letter tells me. That letter out there is a man that sounds like he genuinely cares about his people, about his fans. Maybe I'm wrong. Like I've said in the past, if I'm proven wrong, I'll come right back here on this channel and I will tell you. I don't want some highly edited video to prove me wrong. I want an actual, out of his mouth, either an admission that I am wrong here, or I want to see when Oaxis actually drops, if Oaxis Entertainment is an indoctrination station, as many of you are trying to call it. I believe this is just a way that people on the, that don't have anything better to do, trying to run a man down for something he didn't do or say. And the Oaxis Entertainment, if you ask me, is a great idea that we could use in this country, in the world in general. We need more family-friendly entertainment where families can sit down and just enjoy movies together, or TV shows, or whatever. I'm almost 39 years old, and I cannot believe the hate that I am seeing for a man who simply wants to bring family-friendly entertainment to viewers across the country. So no, my opinion has not changed, and my opinion will not change unless somebody brings me unrefutable proof that I am wrong. Now, like I said about the suicide joke, I don't know if he actually said it. I saw how it was spliced together to make it seem like he did, but I'd like to actually see the actual context of the conversation, what was being said, and what actually happened. But anyhow, I don't believe Butch Hartman's the bad guy. He's not a bad guy here. I don't believe he's some evil guy that you hate, that you should hate. And I don't think he's full of hate himself. He seems to really care about people. And I could be wrong. Maybe he's a jerk. I don't know. But I do know that this character assassination of everybody that comes across that you don't like needs to stop. Sticking to things that are proven. But anyhow, this has been the Big Ranch Show. I've been your host, Jacob Keck. Have a great day, and I'll see you down the road.